Okay, in a previous video, we talked about indexes and creating and managing indexes, but that can sometimes be kind of a shot in the dark unless you actually have information on how your database runs so that you know which indexes can be created or should be created. So let's talk about how we can do that using a couple of tools. Before we dive into SSMS, I want to show you that I actually have a little sample query out here that I created so we can look at a couple of these tools. So into my SSMS, I'm going to start by opening that query. So I'm going to come up here to open file. I can also come up here to open file. So I'm going to open a file and I'm going to go to my desktop and I'm going to use my sample sales order query. And here is the query that I wrote. If you want to pause it and create this query, you can. Or if you just want to see how it works, we can just roll ahead. So I'm going to execute my query. And this pulls up all the information. Now, this isn't a horribly long, complex query, but I want you to notice we're actually pulling from several different tables here. We're doing a bunch of joins. We're selecting data from all of these different tables. What's that? 5, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 different tables that we're pulling data from. We're doing a sort or an order by. Okay, so this is what my query is supposed to do. Now, one of the things I can use to try to gather information about how this is going to work is my execution plans. So if I come up to query, I can do I just look, there we go, display estimated execution plan. Now, what happens here is SQL looks at the query and says, okay, I think this is how I'm going to try to solve this query. And so this gives us this information down here. That's not going to let me move that up very easily. So if I hover over any one of these things, you'll see right here, it gives me the statement, what it's trying to do, estimated cost. So this one right here is a 12% cost. And if I hover over it, it'll show me more information. What's my physical operation? What's my logical operation? Are we going to run this on the row? What are we doing? What's our estimated operating cost, IO cost, CPU cost? Okay, this is how much it thinks it's going to tackle this, and then estimates a percentage of each one of these operations. So this one right here is going to be 28% of the total cost. This one right here is going to be 31% of the total cost. And again, if I hover over any of them, it'll tell me a little bit more detail about it. Now, that is the estimated execution plan. That is not the actual execution plan. This is just how SQL thinks it's going to tackle it. Now, if I want to see the actual execution plan, what it actually did, I can come back up to query and I can click on include actual execution plan. And then I can also include, if I want to, live query statistics. Now, if I do that and I execute my query, it's going to give me two other tabs. So I have my results tab, my messages tab, but now I also have my live query statistics, which is going to show me what we actually did, and my actual execution plan, which again is showing me what we actually did. So looking at these, I can see, is there any place that's taking longer in my query that's costing a lot more? And maybe I can address that by doing by creating an index. Can I create an index that's going to make this particular process run smoother? All right, I'm going to go ahead and turn those off real quick. By the way, you'll notice they also popped up right here. I can click those two buttons to turn them off. When I execute my query, now it just does my query. I don't want those running all the time because it's just extra work that the SQL server has to do. Okay, now that'll give me some information on how my queries run and where I might be spending more time on them. But there is another tool that is very cool that helps us out with this quite a bit. And that is, and I'm going to have to unpin this because it's on my tools menu. There it goes. It's on my tools menu, and it is this, the Database Engine Tuning Advisor. So I can click on the Database Engine Tuning Advisor. It's going to want me to connect to the server again, so I'm going to connect to my local host. I'm going to make sure my encryption is set to optional, and I'm going to click Connect. And that connects me to my database. I can set a new name for this so I can run this multiple times and I can store reports. And I'm going to say this was a report on, I'm just going to say query. We're going to keep it very generic. And then I want to estimate my workload based on a file, a table, a plan cache, or a query store. Now I've got my file saved, so that's what I'm going to do. I'm going to come over here and I'm going to click my browse, and I'm going to go to my desktop and open up my sample sales order query file. Okay, and then I want to check select the databases that I'm going to be evaluating this. And this runs against my AdventureWorks database. So I'm going to analyze my AdventureWorks database. I can select specific tables that I want, or I can say just check it against all of them. When this query one runs, check all of the tables in the database. Now, I'm not using all of them, right? So the build version and the error log I don't need to include, and the error log.old I don't need to. So I can remove some of these that I know I'm not using if I care to. Okay. Now, once I have everything set, oh, one other thing. You know what? Let me go ahead and break it real quick, and then we'll come back. I am going to start my analysis. And it starts to run. Now, there is a weird idiosyncrasy with this that I am not a big fan of. And it should actually fail for me in just a minute. And the reason is there we go, we just failed. Yay for us. So I'm going to go to the tuning options, and here's where I can decide, do I want to limit tuning time? What do I want to look at here? Partitioning strategy to employ, physical design structures to keep in the database. But what's causing my problem is the advanced options here. So I need to define a max space for the recommendation. Define max space. If I have that, the default is 7. It doesn't work. I'm going to give it 20. That'll give it enough that it should work just fine. But I wanted to show you where that is, because if you have a really big query, a lot of recommendations, you might need to bump that up in order to get it to work. So now that I've set that, I'm going to start my analysis again. Back over to my progress tab. It's doing an analysis for me, so it's running the query or the workload, whatever it is, and it is analyzing that to see if there's a way that we might be able to improve performance. And here we go. So progress, everything was successful. Recommendations. Here are my recommendations. And it thinks that if I do these, I can get a 46% improvement on the way this query runs. And notice we're looking at creating 4 different things. We're creating a couple of indexes and a couple of statistics. Over here, you can see the size it's estimated in kilobytes, so not a huge amount. And then if I click on one of these, it's actually going to give me the code to do exactly what it's recommending. So I can copy it to clipboard and then I can execute it. Now, couple of warnings here. The Database Engine Tuning Advisor probably is going to find recommendations on just about everything. But remember, the more indexes you have, the more indexes that need to be maintained. So there is a possibility that you might end up with so many indexes trying to do so many different things, trying to maintain so many of them that it actually slows down your system, and that would be a problem. So kind of like AI, it's not perfect. It'll give you good recommendations, but it's not perfect. Okay, one more tab I want you to show here, and that is the Reports tab. I want to show you. There we go. So in the Reports tab, this gives me a little more detailed information. It tells me we tuned one event. It's looking at creating 2 new indexes, or recommending creating 2 new indexes, 2 new statistics. Maximum tuning time was 57 minutes. We did it in 1 minute. We're estimating a 46% improvement. And then down here, I can choose specific reports. Okay. There we go. That is the Database Engine Tuning Advisor. Now, this is in a separate connection, right? It's a separate connection than my actual SSMS. So I can close that without creating any problems for my SSMS. Okay, there we go. Query statistics, query execution plans, and the database engine tuning advisor.